Welcome to the Assignment 2 presentation for the concepts of international finance with contributions from Giovanna Weller and Stephen Williams. This presentation is entitled The Impact of Economic Freedom on the Economic Variables and Citizens' Well-Being. I am an American citizen and my partner Giovanna is from Peru, so we paired up with one another to review the differences and impacts of both countries. And then we also elected for our third country to choose China. With that, we just kind of wanted to state that the Peruvian economy is the seventh largest in Latin America and is expected for the next year to expand solidly. This is underpinned by strong domestic demand and sustained foreign sales of commodities. Consumer spending should be fueled by unemployment growth, relatively low inflationary pressure, and rising wages, while fixed investment will benefit from higher infrastructure expenditures and business spending. Moreover, public finances will remain in good health, providing the government fiscal room for maneuverability if required. The United States established diplomatic relations with Peru in 1827 following Peru's independence from Spain. The United States and Peru have enjoyed a strategic partnership based on the shared values and interests of democracy, security, mutually beneficial trade, and human rights. The United States partners with Peru to support democratic governance, economic growth based on free trade and open markets, and promotion of security and stability. The United States and Peru have a very long-standing relationship, and it's really built on shared values of democracy and prosperity for their people. Now, the forecast of the United States economy is optimistic. It's based on a positive trend of high growth, low inflation, and low unemployment. The IMF elevated its forecast for the United States economy growth back in the middle of 2017, when it increased its expected growth rate from 2.2% in 2017 after the previous year of 2.1%. It's projected to increase its growth rate to 2.3 in 2018. The U.S. low inflation rate has contrasted significantly with the growth rate and employment statistics, which has shaped and altered the direction for the U.S. economic development. The unpredictably low inflation level has become a significant motive for the Fed's interest rate climb that we've seen over the last year. China has a rate of growth in import that has continued steadily. At the beginning of 2017, exports were increased by 12.4% and imports increased by 22.3% in comparison with the negative growth for these two economic variables in the last two consecutive years. The progress of the foreign trade conditions was a high point of the Chinese economy in 2017. The economic prospect for China in 2018, according to the general opinion of the international organizations and market institutions, is that Chinese economic growth will decrease to approximately 6.5% or less than this. You'll see on the next few slides from our research the comparisons between the three countries, with an overall score of the United States having a 75.7%, with Peru coming in at a 68.7%, and China's 57.8%. The financial freedom, of course, the United States again has the lead on this, but Peru is not too far behind, and then China still has some room to grow. And trade freedom, though, is the most surprising that we came back with, is that Peru and the United States are at relatively an equitable position, and that's interesting. Also, you'll see going back to 2006, the Chinese actually were in equilibrium also with Peru, but since China has gotten to equilibrium with the United States. Monetary freedom, actually, all three countries are fairly close to one another, not in quite equilibrium, but fairly close. So, since the third quarter of 2016, the global economy has experienced a short cycle resonance recovery. The economic and trade recovery trend of the major economies is expected to continue in 2018. But given the changes in the trade protection policies that we've seen over the last year of some of the countries, the higher contrast base in 2017, the export rate in 2018 is going to face a slight downward pressure. Based on comprehensive judgment in this round of global recovery, the policies of several major economists have been mixed, bringing uncertainty to the global economy. This concludes our presentation. I want to give a special thanks to Giovanna Weller. She's done a super job on her contributions to this presentation, and I couldn't have done it without her. So my hat's off to you, Giovanna. Thank you very much. Gracias, mi amiga. And thank you. If you have any questions, feel free to let us know. Thank you.